faster than iOS 11.4.1 on all iPhones that currently support it. So when Apple released iOS 12, they made some very bold claims regarding the speed of iOS 12. They said that it'll load the camera 70% faster, that it'll bring up the keyboard 50% faster, and 2 times faster app launching under duress. So I want to see, are those claims substantiated? We're going to be doing this on the old ones and the new ones, everything from Touch ID, Face ID to app launching and actual benchmarks. Let's get into it. And as usual, let's do the startup test first. So supposedly boot times have improved. Here we will really see if they have. On the left will be iOS 12, on the right 11.4.1. Here we have the iPhone 5S, here the iPhone 6 series, here the iPhone SE, and here the iPhone 6S. So these are the 4 oldest devices that currently support iOS 12. Here we go. So in 3, 2, 1. And these are all connected to the same power bank. So individually they are turning on at the same time, but not all of the series at the same time. iOS 12 for me has been pretty good. Every time I do restart it on my iPhone 10, seems to be pretty quick. And the winner is iOS 12 here on the iPhone SE, on the iPhone 6S with iOS 11 quickly following. And it wins on the iPhone 6 as well by a pretty wide margin here. Wow, that's like 5-6 seconds. Not bad at all. So it looks like iOS 12 did boot first on all the older devices versus iOS 11.4.1. Very great news. These are the 3 newest devices supporting iOS 12. So on the left is the iPhone 7, iPhone 8, and the iPhone 10 series. Now I'm not doing the pluses because they're very similar to their smaller counterparts, aside from the extra gigabyte of RAM. But anyways, here we go in 3, 2, 1. And these are off. So, a little bit of a delay there, mostly turning on at the same time between each model. So, of course, the iPhone 10 should be booting up here first, has the most RAM, but no. iOS 12 was first on this one, and pretty much the same on the rest of them. Here, it was just a second behind on the 7 series, but otherwise, I'd say just about the same. Definitely not any slower on any of these devices. And biometrics, did Face ID or Touch ID get any faster? This one is kind of hard to do, so I'll do my best. 1, 2, 3. It's mostly that I can't look at both of them at the same time. So once again, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, actually, I'd say it is a little bit faster here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's like almost no hesitation. Wow. 1, 2, 3. Not bad. And the iPhone 7 series, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, yeah, a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, definitely faster. Let's see with the screen on. 1, 2, 3. That one's the same. But with the screen off, there's definitely a difference here on iOS 12. And the SE series, 1, 2. Very little difference here. 1, 2. Ooh, that time, yes. 1, 2. Interesting, inconsistent. The iPhone 6 series, 1, 2. Faster on iOS 11. 1, 2. This time faster on 12. Weird. 1, 2. Yeah, so kind of strange. On the older devices, I'm getting some mixed results here. And the slowest of them all, the iPhone SE series, 1, 2. Maybe a little bit, not much. 1, 2. Slower. So again, that inconclusiveness. 1, 2. Very strange. This time the same. All right, let's test out Apple's bold claims here on the iPhone 5S. So from the lock screen to the camera, 1, 2. No, not faster at all, actually. Let's try the actual camera app. 1, 2. Ooh, yeah, so that one was open in the background before this one. And Control Center, 1, 2. About the same. Notification Center, about the same. App Switcher. Yeah, so pretty similar there. Let's actually launch settings. 1, 2. Faster in iOS 12. And the iPhone 6 to the camera. 1, 2. Ooh, yeah, that one did load faster. Actually jumping into the device. Let's try this camera app in the device. 1, 2. Yeah, so they're actually like loaded and ready to go before the iOS 11 version. And Control Center, 1, 2. A little hesitation on iOS 11. Notification Center. Very fluid. I love the new animations. App Switcher, 1, 2. Yeah, nothing open. Settings, 1, 2. Did load faster on iOS 12. The app launching does seem a little bit faster here. Messages, 1, 2. Maybe a little bit faster. And the SE series from the lock screen, here we go. About the same. Getting to the camera here, 1, 2. Yeah, again, loaded faster right away on iOS 12. Settings, 1, 2. Control center, same. Notification center, just the same. And let's try the keyboard. So dragging down. Ooh, yeah, the keyboard does pop up faster on iOS 12. Now, in my opinion, the iPhone 6s stands to benefit the most from the iOS 12 upgrade. Honestly, there's a night and day difference going from iOS 11 to 12. The fluidity is top notch here. It really, really feels great. So let's launch some more apps here with the app switcher cleared. Messages, 1, 2. Music, 1, 2. And it's just about the same. It's kind of hard to get an idea here when there's not much preloaded on these devices. But yes, I can tell you iOS 12 is much more responsive on the iPhone 6s. And the 7 series camera, slower. Oh, my camera's destroyed. And settings, 1, 2. Yeah, a little bit faster. Messages, 1, 2. About the same. App switcher. Oh, hesitated on 12. Control center, same. So mostly the same. Maybe some app launch times are a little bit faster on the older devices. Let's go to the keyboard, 1, 2. And a network-based one, the App Store, 1, 2. Yeah, about the same. And on the iPhone 8 series camera, 1, 2. Not even faster. Going into the actual camera, 1, 2. Yeah, so that one was preloaded. And settings, 1, 2. Maybe a little bit. So at this point on the newer devices, there's such a small difference between them. But let's try the keyboard, same. Control center, just about the same. So I've never had an issue with speed on these newer ones. It's going to be very hard to catch those little differences. And the 10, hardly any differences. Actually, camera loaded slower on iOS 12 here. Let's jump into settings, 1, 2. Maybe faster on 12, 1, 2. Slower, or just about the same, I'd say. Keyboard, 1, 2. And control center, 1, 2. So a little bit of a different animation. But other than that, speed-wise, they're just about the same here. And the App Store, 1, 2. About the same. App switcher, same. And on an older device like the 6, let's see if there's a difference in the browsers. If it loads faster, 1, 2. And this is the heavier one with 10s, which iOS 11 loaded a little bit faster. And jalopnik.com, 1, 2. iOS 12, a little bit faster. But the content showed faster on iOS 11 here. And the HTML5 scores lower on iOS 12 for some reason. Interesting. And Geekbench. So iOS 12 has actually proven itself to be very capable. Some of the highest scores, in fact, the highest scores I've ever seen have been on iOS 12. And wow, that's truly remarkable. iOS 12 on all devices, and I'm sure on the iPhone 10 right now, was higher, except for the iPhone 5S. The score here was just a little bit lower for both the multi and single core. And in general, those are some of the highest numbers I've ever seen. It crossed 6,000 on the iPhone 7 series, and yeah, again here on iOS 12, it is higher. And that's an abnormally low score. I am seriously so surprised. The iPhone 6s has a really remarkable score. This is going to be a powerful device for years to come here. So overall, yes, iOS 12 is faster, and here's the proof. And running Antutu 3D Bench on all of these devices, testing the GPU plus CPU performance. And an inconclusive test. The iPhone 10 was better on iOS 12, whereas on other devices, it was not. It was actually worse, such as the iPhone 8, the iPhone 7 series. I don't know what to make of it. And as for the network testing, I was able to get pretty consistent results. iOS 12 in most cases was as fast or a little bit slower than iOS 11. On the iPhone 10, it was faster. So between devices, mostly the same. And there you have it, guys. A variety of testing done. And my conclusion is that iOS 12 is indeed faster. In most cases, it does launch apps just a little bit faster, in particular the camera. But what Apple was mostly saying was under load. If you've been using your device for a while, it's fully loaded with a bunch of data, then under duress, iOS 12 will perform better. But lightly loaded devices like these, it's very hard to tell the difference speed-wise. But one thing is for sure, you guys will, on an update, notice a difference with iOS 12. Animations are smoother in general. It just feels so much better and brings new life, especially to older devices. Do not hesitate, do update, guys, and if you want the full review, I'll leave the link down below in the description. And one more thing I'd like to mention is battery life. Most of these devices do last longer on iOS 12. It's not something that Apple really mentioned, but it is a side effect of upgrading, so you guys will enjoy just a little bit more battery life going to iOS 12 on all of these devices. There's literally like no reason not to upgrade. Apple gives you so much incentive with all these new features, speed improvements, even battery improvements. So if you guys aren't on iOS 12 yet, especially on older devices like the 6S or the iPhone 5S series 6 also, you should upgrade right now. Hope you guys enjoyed it and hope it did help you. Peace.